Hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh boy, what a day, huh? All right, here we go. Hello everybody, Sky right here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. Kind of started that one a little different on purpose because, whoo boy, the past couple days have been just flamboyant and wild with leaks and fake leaks and all kinds of that nonsense that I didn't want any real part of until we got something a bit more concrete, and lo and behold we did. So that's what I'm going to be going over. Obviously some other people beat me to the punch. I've just finally gotten around to it myself today. Been a little busy with other things, but nevertheless, here we go. Let's go ahead and start tearing this apart. It's a long one, and as you know, it's just how I roll with some of these things. I'll try not to make it too terribly long, but there's a lot to go over, and I'm glad, honestly, with the amounts of freaking thumbnails that were out there of all the surprise Pikachu faces kind of things, like leaks, no leaks, oh, fake leaks, where did it? It's like, you know what, just stop it. All right, there was enough leaks to, you know, like Swiss cheese, and I just couldn't take any more of seeing them, and I didn't watch any of them myself. I just kind of let it go. I was like, look, it's on Reddit, it's on, you know, all these videos, they all covered the same thing. And it's like, take your pick, I suppose, but at the same time, I didn't really want any part of it because it was just blah, blah. I just couldn't. It was just too much. I'd rather like be a bit more surprised and excited and hold off until we actually get, you know, concrete notes of which we're looking at right now, so that we can dig into that as opposed to, you know, just constant speculation of bullshit. Anyway, here we go. Precipice of Horror. This rolled out today. We got a roadmap. They gave us a roadmap. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure if a lot of this has been kicked up because of, you know, the stuff they did with Diablo 4 recently. I didn't really hear too much of that, and normally if it was really substantial you'd hear a bit more. So I don't know if, you know, I unfortunately have not gone back to Diablo 4 in a long time. I still have yet to pick it back up. Anyway, that's saying something. New terrors awaits 2024 roadmap. Okay, here we go. All right, so we got, well, okay, they're giving us first Terror Rifts, Oblivion Plains, Eternal Equipment, and oh, Deckard Cain Elite Quest. That's pretty cool. Stay a while and listen, damn it. Alright, and a new class. That's right, the new class is coming. We're getting a new class, I think at the upcoming major patch we're getting next. So let's keep going, moving on. As you can see, the second anniversary is in there and some other things, and of course Diablo picks up his stuff towards the end of the year, of course around October, Halloween time, etc. So anyway, all right, here we go. Ushering in the Age of Unmaking. Lord Terror's set sites and sanctuary. Let's see, and we need to better equip ourselves is what they're basically telling us. So there was a dev Immortal, or Diablo Immortal dev update on YouTube. They did a little bit, kind of cringy, of course, with the two of them. So, you know, watch it if you want and brace yourselves for that, of course, as per usual. Especially, you can cut out like over half the video to get around their nonsense. Alright, so here we go. Terror Rifts. That's what they look like in the game. Basically hidden layers, except a bit more, I'm guessing a bit more scaled on difficulty. Now, this is the kind of part that concerns me, is that they are running in blocks, yeah, during each block. Let's see, terrorists, spike gateways, monster assault. Let's see, there we go. That's what they look like one more time. We'll go dig into this. Every day from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So there's cutoffs, which they're not very long cutoffs, but there's cutoffs. So let's see, from at 2 p.m. So let's see, 3, 4, 5. There's nothing as far as those go, and then they start back up again. Now I find this interesting. They run from 6 to 1 a.m. So that's cool, you know, for us night owls. But unfortunately, they don't run past that. So we got the, well, you know, 6 hours. Well, no, 7 hours until they start back up again. So it's like, what about us night owls that are, you know, there? But it is what it is, I guess. It's still kind of, you know, plays to people during the day for the most part. But I guess that's what it is. You run them like hidden lairs. You can go in by yourself, or you can go in a party of 4. Hopefully people are going to be spamming the hell out of them in the chats, and we'll see that flood, because I really honestly miss the hidden lairs that we used to have spammed in the chat. People don't do that anymore for multitude of reasons, mostly because it's faster to basically just do it on your own instead of waiting for a full party to, you know, get together. And a lot of times, some people think that people just run off and not wait, but no, actually a lot of us are pretty courteous, and we wait at the beginning of a lair. We already go inside to lock it down so it doesn't disappear. But a lot of us are very courteous, and we wait until we get a full party and say, okay, don't anybody go. Every once in a while, you'll get somebody in the party that just runs off on their own and just starts it already, and it's like, what the hell are you doing? But anyway, yeah, so hopefully when it comes to these, since this is a new content and more exclusive stuff and more better loot involved, yeah, hopefully we'll work more as a whole, get back to that mentality again. That'd be great. Okay. Terror rifts, and then that's the time blocks they run from. During each block, 3 zones will be invaded at random. 3 zones, so you gotta look on the world map. They'll show on the world map where things are being invaded, and then you just go. And we're going to be spending a lot more time, it looks like, in PvE stuff, which honestly at this point I'm fine with, because of the mess that Battlegrounds has become. This is nice. This is nice. It gives us something more to look forward to as far as PvE content goes. So yeah, these also have a kind of a feel of Helltides from Diablo 4, which is probably where they went with this and the kind of direction they're going. But anyway, period 30-minute intervals. Okay, wait a minute, wait. 3 zones will be invaded at random, with 1 Terror Rift portal appearing in a zone at 30-minute intervals. 1 portal. I really hope that they increase that, because you know people are going to run off to them. And if it's people that decide to do them solo, like the whales, that's going to leave a lot of people out without being able to experience these things for a little while. And I'm already seeing, like, the pitfalls of this, and I'm not liking it. So as I'm reading this, even, so I hope they add more, and I hope they realize that. Anyway, zones with active terror portal rifts are denoted on the world map. Track down a portal to enter. Yeah, that's great. So again, please be courteous, everybody, and share these things if that's an option when we get them. I hope it is. I hope it turns into, you know, I mean, it's the typical first come first serve kind of thing, but at the same time, be courteous and share them. Probably get more substantial. Granted, it's probably going to scale even more, but you'll probably get some decent loot if you go with 4. There might be a big chest at the end. I'm not entirely 100% on that, but I hope that's the case. Let's see. Inside, throngs of brutish monsters will oppose you. Okay, yeah. Cut them down. Red glowing orbs known as Stygian fragments. After gathering 200 fragments from fallen foes, scout around for a Stygian spire. Sacrificing the required fragments, and one of these pointed beacons will initiate a one-on-one fight with a beefier opponent, which is going to be a boss at the end of it. So they're like, well, they're basically, I could say, like greater rifts from Diablo 3 and such, because you're going to get a boss at the end of it. Yeah, but it's stronger than our usual challenge and elder rifts at this point. Well, I don't want to say challenge rifts, because those are based off your combat rating. Collect Stygian fragments, sacrifice them in a Stygian spire, defeat the boss, claim a reward chest. There we go. So, let's see, complete this process as many times as you can in 13 minutes to press towards more plentiful rewards, including reward chests. Okay. So more chests, and you can stay in there for 13 minutes. Okay, you earn rewards up to 10 times a week from Terror Rifts. Okay, so you can only get rewards 10 times per week. So please share. I hope there, like I said, again, I hope there's an option to share them like hidden layers. Everybody out there in the community, let's take it upon ourselves to be nice to each other here and really embrace this on a positive level. So hopefully we get, like I said, the chance to share these in the post chat and have at it that way. Thank you, please. Anyway, once you acquire all weekly rewards, you can continue to run rifts, but will only be able to earn drops from enemies. That's not too terrible, but I'm sure that's then you're not getting the, the good stuff, the good, which were the whole point of these. A successful run, whether solo or with a group of up to 4 others, will be met with a chance to earn eternal equipment. Here we go. This is the new gear. And other rewards from each reward chest you receive. Terror Rifts can be played starting at Inferno difficulty 1. So, anybody out there with alts, anybody out there that's behind, let it be known now, this is more of an incentive now than ever. Instead of just hanging out in Hell 8 at $7.99 forever with your constantly boosted XP, thinking that you're just going to hang out there for a while and build up your normal gems and such, you might want to push into Inferno difficulty now and call it good, right? Because this is way more an incentive now than it ever has been, and if you don't, you're going to actually be pretty far behind, more so than ever. Okay, so should Hell's forces overtake you during a run, half of your fragments will be dropped. After respawning, you can go back, you can pick up your dropped fragments. So, give or take. Anyway, the key to continued carnage, Terror Essence. Okay, that's what that looks like. They almost look like health orbs, but not. Terror Essence is an item that's essential to partaking in Oblivion Pillars and Hellslayer bounties. Terror Essence could come from reward chests provided by Stygian Spires. Getting the best shot at getting your hands on eternal equipment, make sure to always have Terror Essences on handy. So you basically want to stock up on these as much as you can. If you find yourself falling short or having too many, that's doubtful. I honestly really think that's going to be doubtful in the early on here. Essence can be bought and sold at the Grand Market for platinum. Oh no! Why did you have to do it that way? Well, the whales are going to whale out early. Oh man. Well, there's a wedge right there, I see. Okay, anyway. Oblivion Pillars. Oblivion Pillars are the precipice of Horror's pinnacle challenge and the ultimate test of valor for the most seasoned demon slayers. Both the Terror Essence and playing in Inferno difficulty 1 or higher is required to activate an Oblivion Pillar. But experienced adventurers equipped for pulse-pounding combat will fare best in this test of might. Mortal Kombat. No. Anyway, Oblivion Pillars can be found near where Terror Rifts spawn in each zone and are accessible at any time. Okay. Use a Terror Essence from your inventory. Okay, so this makes it a little bit more convenient in case, you're missing the Terror Rifts. You can do this one a bit more frequently, it sounds like. Use a Terror Essence from your inventory to divine the location of the pillar. Head there and steal yourself. And then you fight waves of monsters, sometimes goblins in there, and wipe them out before the clock runs out. If you can conquer this ultimate test of endurance, chance to earn eternal equipment and other rewards. Okay, so yeah. This is a nice thing to coincide with Terror Rifts because it sounds like the Terror Rifts are going to be kind of sparse. So that's good that these Oblivion Pillars are going to be there. Although I think one of the two is weaker than the other, I think. But I forget which one. I did hear and read that somewhere. Anyway, now on to Hellslayer bounties. This one sounds pretty cool. Wait, this is okay. Come on. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Groups or solo players on Infernal difficulty and above, 1 and above, can combine their normal 4 active bounties into a Hellslayer bounty at the bounty board for the cost of 1 Terror Essence. Once done, travel to the zone listed on your bounty, locate the Hellslayer bounty's portal, and make your stand against it in a more forgiving. Oh, okay. This is the easier of the 3. The Terror Rifts and the Oblivion Pillar are harder content. These Hellslayer bounty portals are, they say, a bit more forgiving. But it's nice because it's like you get 4 bounties into 1. I'm not sure how that's going to count towards, say, Immortal quests and Shadow quests, though. So that's going to be a thing to look into. Should you achieve success by thinning out the ranks of the damned, Codex Credit for... Oh, okay, here we go. Codex Credit for 4 normal bounties and a reward chest with the potential to earn... with the potential to reward eternal equipment shall be yours. So you can also earn eternal equipment through these as well. And it does sound like it counts for the 4 normal bounties. Okay, that's good. Hellslayer bounties are a great way to put Terror Essence to use while potentially earning eternal equipment. Yes, okay. Eternal equipment. What is it? Here we go. Long forgotten power form of eternal equipment. Can only drop from Terror Rifts, Oblivion Pillars, and Hellslayer bounties. Contains 3 attributes. Oh, it contains 3 attributes. So what? Is it automatically a triple? And 4 magic affixes. 2 from the existing pool of affixes and 2 from a new pool of class-specific affixes. So it looks like we're getting, like you see in this picture here, that's a monk. Oh boy, we're getting skill boosts in the magic affixes. Oh, but it's all RNG, so you RNG. Let's get it boiled down to RNG luck, of which mine is terrible. But yeah, it's a shame you can't pick the skills you want. It would also be nice if the skills would coincide with whatever legendary it looks like of that it will drop, because they're still going to be legendaries. I'm just kind of hoping that it has essences on the magic affixes that are going to coincide with whatever piece it is. That would be stellar, but probably not just by looking already at that picture, because I don't think those abilities are in a helmet for monk. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway. Can be an item of any primary slot. Can contain cursed or ancestral properties, so it still can be cursed gear or your warband gear. Alrighty. Let's see, a new pool consisting of 56 affixes. Oh my, these affixes can be found on items with 1 to 3 magic affixes that drop from Terror Rifts, Oblivion Pillars, and Hellslayer bounties. We can't wait to see. Okay. Oh, so here's the list of them. And these can only be found on the Eternal Equipment. Wow. Okay, so they basically gave us like the top of the top gear now on release, and kind of like whatever it's called in Diablo 4. Lots of correlations here between the two. They're just pretty much passing stuff back and forth between each other. I get it, but alright. Well, there's the list. Okay, I'll just kind of pause it a little bit here. You guys can, pause it where you need to. I'm not going to go over everything because I've already gone on for a long time. I thought these were going to be like class balances, but here it turns out this is Crusader. Here it turns out these are the affixes. I thought it was like, oh, we're getting new essences, or this is going to be skill balances, but no, this is the magic affixes on the eternal equipment. Put that here. Right, on down to monk. Sorry, I can't, it's scrolling weird. I'm trying to center it, but... Okay. Again, like I said, pause it where you need to. Why did they do that with Necromancer? Skeletal Mage, command, developer's note, when stacked once and twice, the upper limit is changed from 4 to 5. When stacked 3 and... Oh! The gears, the affixes, so if you get multiple of the same ones... when stacked once and twice, the upper limit is changed from 4 to 5. What are we talking about here? Stacks up to 4 times. Oh, unless they mean the skeletal mages. They only put it here in Necromancer section, so it might be... Oh yeah, hang on, here we go. The upper limit of the dead captain is changed to... Okay, yeah, this is Necromancer notes. Okay. For a second there, I thought, oh man, if you get multiple of the same... That's going to be an interesting thing too. I wonder if they stack or if they just take the highest value one and then throw out the rest for our skills and these pieces of these affixes. I didn't see that anywhere just yet. Oh, wizard, what are we getting? Anything good? Ice armor increases movement speed. Jeez, okay. Stacking up to 4 times. Teleportation reduces its cooldown by 0.04 seconds for every meter moved. Well, that's the problem with the wizard teleport. It's not exactly that far compared to most of the other classes, what they have now. Our teleport is still pretty short. Granted, we get 3 of them, but we burn through those a lot, and the cooldown is pretty long. Reducing it by 0.04 seconds for every meter, that's gonna help obviously, but only stacking up to 4 times. Okay. Arcane Torrent, while active, 1 arcane projectile will orbit around you, dealing that much damage. I wonder how they scale the damage on these skills, because that's a flat value they got written there. Is this flat or does it scale? You know, honestly, if they're putting it in here in flat numbers like that, very specific numbers, it sounds like it's going to be flat, whatever it says here, which I guess would be a better thing, because if it would scale off of resonance and other things, it might be a little overboard. However, as soon as I go and say this, you watch, it'll end up scaling off of resonance, and then it's just going to be pretty nasty terrible. I don't know, hopefully it's just what it says there for everybody, but take that for what it is for now. Arcane Wind, Disintegrate, Ray increased by 1. Oh, Ray increased by 1. Depends on which one, I suppose, which one you're using, because Disintegrate usually is just a channel. The new shoulders, does that mean we get 2 charges? But I mean, if you get if you get 2 charges, you might not need to run the pants to keep that 100% uptime on damage cooldown reduction. I'm going over Wizard a bit more because I'm really wanting to, you know, dig into this one more so than anything else. Of course, Meteor increases damage to enemies by 8% for 3 seconds. Another Meteor boost. Oh man, if you run that with Meteor shoulders, stacking up to 4 times. Oh man, okay. Ice Crystal now refracts 1 more ray. There was a lot before, but okay. So that might get more play. Lightning Nova increases attack speed by 8% for 3. That's kind of like Old Rustic. But now you're increasing your attack speed even further. So yeah, Lightning Nova's still going to be used like crazy, I think. Stay tuned for more. Okay, and then that's it. Alright, sorry it took this long, but sorry not sorry. That's the list. That's what we have to work with. Alright. Well, there you go. Hopefully that covers everything pretty well. I gave my thoughts as we're going along on a lot of this stuff. Like I said, with the Terror Rifts, only one per 3 zones, I think it was, in every, was it 30 minutes? That sounds a bit small, especially for how many people are going to be rushing this stuff, because it's new content and we're just basically, you know, chomping at the bit for it, and like drooling right now, waiting for it to come out at this point already. Yeah, the other things, the pillars and the Hellslayer bounties is in place to kind of, I guess, alleviate that. I still feel like it's going to be a problem. Again, I do want to say, please, everybody as a community as a whole here, let's get together, and if there's a way to put those in chat at the very least as a party find, like for the hidden layers, if that's a thing, I hope it is. Definitely share them every time you find one, and just have at it that way. Let's not be greedy and terrible, and be considerate for everybody. Yeah, because we need to look out for each other more so than the devs ever will. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, please. Anyway, as always, stay safe out there in the real world on fire. Until next time, everybody, see ya.